Yo, welcome back to my channel, Bloomington Hustles. I'm your host, Matt, and thanks for tuning in. Today I want to do a follow-up video of one that I did a while back about ways to just quickly and immediately start putting more money back into your pockets. So I've got 5 more tricks here for you today to start doing that right away. Now, number one, there's a little bit of an upfront investment, not too bad, but it's going to pay off in the long run. Go out to the store, buy power strips, and plug everything into power strips. Okay, this is good. I do this because this makes it a lot easier, right? You can do this without power strips, so if you don't want to throw the money in it, that's great. But it's going to make it a lot easier, and it's going to be easier for you to create this habit. So what I do is plug everything into power strips so I can quickly switch those off every single night, or rather even just unplug it straight from the wall, because even with it turned off, I think still draws a little bit. But by unplugging the entire thing, you can unplug 4 or 5 things all at once, and it's all shut down, right? So unplugging the TV and the DVD player and the Blu-ray and the surround sound and all of that stuff with one click makes it a lot simpler and easier for you to create that habit. If you do that for everything that you have electronically every night you go to bed for the rest of your life, you are going to save a tremendous amount of money, I promise. I've seen our electricity bill lower since we have started doing this, and it is definitely worth creating that habit. Plus, it's better for the environment anyway. That's another bonus, right? So think about that one. Number 2, share. Okay, share everything that you possibly can. All right. If you can share internet with your neighbors, I know that sounds a little crazy, maybe outside of conventional, but it pays off. Think about it. If you could cut your internet bill down in half, your neighbor's paying for the exact same thing. Buy an internet extender for like 50 bucks. You plug that into the wall. That should extend to the neighbors. If you live in a neighborhood or in a residential area, this shouldn't be a problem at all. Now you guys both have internet, and you're paying half the price for that, and you're saving yourself a good $30, $40 a month. Boom, right there, easy. Share clothes. Instead of going to the store and buying brand new ones, find a friend that you can do a closet swap with. Once a month, you guys go raid each other's closets, grab some new stuff, and it's going to feel like you're in brand new stuff anyway. And then you can get out of this the circle of consumption. And again, going back to the environment, that is much better than producing more and more and more. Sharing. Share your Netflix. Netflix allows you to have, what, 3 or 4 accounts? If there's just you and your girlfriend, your wife at home, or your husband, your boyfriend, whatever the situation is, and so it's just the one account. I know you guys want to have your own account, but think about going to one account for the 2 of you. That opens up another account that you can share off with somebody else. Say, hey, we'll split this bill with you. Now, I know that's not much, but I think Netflix just upped to $9 or $10 a month, so you can still cut that. You're still making an extra $60 a year on that. Okay. Now here's the hard one, and I have not been able to do this myself yet, but what I've been constantly thinking about along with this still at number 2, sharing. Share a smartphone. Can you eliminate half of your phone bill and your data bill by maybe, I understand you need a phone still for emergencies, so you get a cheap prepaid phone, and then you go down to sharing one. My wife and I, we both have our own smartphones. We run a lot of stuff off of that, but could we do one smartphone and a cheap payphone, a prepaid phone that we could use in emergencies? I don't know. I'll let you know if that happens. I've been thinking about it. But again, that's just another one of those things you can share. Number 3. You got to attend YouTube University and get your degree from YouTube University. What do I mean by that? You need to go to YouTube to learn how to do a lot of the basic skills around the house and under the hood of your car. If you can do that, you're going to save yourself so much money. Some of the things that happen at the house, plumbing or electrical, things like that, that you were thinking, wow, this is way over my head, I'm not going to be able to do this. 10 minutes on YouTube will get you what you need to know to save yourself hundreds of dollars for a small leak under the sink. I promise you it is worth it. Check it out. Get good at going to YouTube and get confident in doing this stuff yourself. Number 4, make a list of all of the free activities that you can do in your town. I have now come up with a list of 14 things that are really fun. The latest one, I just found out that they do a movie in the park here in Bloomington, where every Friday night, it's like a free drive-in, but you can't drive your car, and you got to walk in like it's in a park. You set your blanket down and your family down, and you watch a movie, and it's absolutely free, and it's wonderful. So could you do something like that instead of spending $30, $40, $50 at the movie theater on a Friday night? Making that list starts allowing you to see how many free things there really are to do out in your community, and that's going to save you a lot of money as well. And lastly, maybe you've already heard of this one, but it is a good one, and I think it gets better every single day. I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years, and that is the credit card game. You got to get in the credit card game. People tell you that you don't want a credit card. Yes, you do want a credit card. I'm telling you, the credit cards are so enticing nowadays. They're just giving away free money. And if you can handle your expenses and your finances, then the credit card game is the way to go. My wife and I, for example, just opened up a credit card where we got flight bonus miles for spending so much money in the first few months. Now we have both paid for our plane tickets down to Disney this winter break, as we're going to take the kids down there for the very first time. Free flights all the way down and back, just for putting our normal expenses on this credit card, like groceries, gas, etc. Right? Once that card bonus is over and we've taken care of that, we're going to cancel it and we're switching over to another one. Yes, does it hurt your credit a little bit? Sure. So if you're trying to make a big financial move, maybe it's not the best thing to do right now. Wait. But if you're not and you're sitting still, that credit score is going to bounce right back up in a few months. Don't worry about that. So get into that credit card game, start getting cash back or bonus flight miles if you're into traveling. That is definitely worth it. And that sums up the 5 ways that you can make more money. If you want and you like this, follow us and subscribe down below. And also check up above for that free 21-day money challenge. And I'll go into a lot more detail about some of this stuff and how you can budget your money and start cutting even more on expenses and moving forward and closer to that financial independence. So thanks for watching. I'm Matt, and don't forget to be awesome.